Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Nama saya Aina Tifa binti Mak Zahar, 14 DTP 20F1012. Di sini dia dapat lihat carta organisasi ahli kumpulan saya yang diketuai oleh Siti Nur Sahira, dan ahli-ahli dia adalah Nur Aimin Nabila, Nur Arika dan saya, Aina Zifa. Objektif yang pertama adalah able to determine the related quality tools and techniques to control the quality of product or service based on the case study. Second, give the opportunity to gain a greater understanding of the subject in hand and reduce the potential for any bias by limiting. Third, the agenda of a particular individual. 4. Can expand the problem background to suitable for observing qualities control.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name Nur Aimin Nabila binti Zulkifli. My metric number 14DTP20F1014. I will explain about introduction in quality control. The term quality has a relative meaning. This is expressed by the ISO definition, the totality of feature and characteristic of a product or service that bear on its ability to satisfy stated or implied needs. In simpler words, one can say that a product has a good quality when it complies with the requirements specified by the client. When projected on analytical work, quality can be defined as delivery of relevant information within an agreed span of time under agreed condition, at agreed cost with necessary aftercare. The agreed condition should include a specification as to the precision and accuracy of the data, which is directly related to fitness of use, and which may differ for different applications. Yet, in many cases, in the reliable of data is not questioned and requires for specification omit. Many laboratories work according to established method and procedure which are not readily changed and have inherent default specification. Moreover, not all future use of the data and report can be foreseen, so that specification about requirement, precision and accuracy cannot even be given. Consequently, this aspect of quality is usually left to the discretion of the laboratory. However, all too often the embarrassing situation exists that a laboratory cannot evaluate and account for its quality simply because the necessary documentation is lacking.
Hi, my name is Nur Arika binti Alias, matrix number 40 DTP 20F1084. As I mentioned the title, absent in DKM student, that student taking diploma mechanical, we as a group member researching the problem of student absence in Polytechnic Merlimau Melaka. We found that there are 7 biggest reasons student can attend to the class, which is such as favor to COVID-19, no vehicle, wake up late, death of family member, wrong schedule, rainy weather, and attending course provided by Polytechnic. This make a student lost opportunity to learn something that is very important when you in classes.
Now we go through to the problem in quality control. The problem found is the absence of DKM student from semester 1 to semester 5. Semester 1 can be seen to have 7 problems found. DKM 1A have 5 absence and DKM 1B have 2 absence. 9 problems were identified in semester 2. DKM 2A have 1 absence and DKM 2B have 8 absence. In semester 3, it recorded the most absent among all semester. DKM 3A have 4 absence, DKM 3B have 9 absent. For the next semester, we found 10 problems. DKM 4A have 3 absence, DKM 4B have 7 absent. The last semester record 11 problems. DKN 5A have 1 and DKN 5B has 10.
Assalamualaikum dan selamat sejahtera. My name is Siti Nur Zahira binti Ahmad Nazim. My metric number is 14DTP 20F1068. Next, we want to share you about 7 QC tools. First, fishbone diagram. The fishbone diagram can be used to understand the root cause of business problem. Because business face problem daily, it is necessary to understand the root of the problem so you can solve it effective. Second, check sheet. A check sheet is a basic tool that gather and organize data to evaluate quality. This can be done with an Excel spreadsheet, so you can analyze the information gathered in a graph.
Number 3, control chart. A control chart is a good tool for monitoring performance and can be used to monitor any process that relates to the function of an organization. These charts allow you to identify the stability and predictability of the process and identify common cause of variation. 4. Histogram. A histogram is a chart with different columns. These columns represent the distribution by the means. If the histogram is normal, then the graph will have a bell-shaped curve. If it abnormal, it can take different shape based on the condition of the distribution. Histograms are used to measure one thing against another and should always have a minimum of 2 variables. Pareto charts. Pareto charts are charts that contain bars and a line graph. The variables are shown in descending order by bars and the total is represented by the line. They can be used to identify a set of priorities so you can determine what parameters have the biggest impact on the specific area of concerns.
Switch for the number 6 of 7 QC tools is a scatter diagram. Scatter diagram is the best way to us to represent the value of two different variables, which is present the relationship between the different variables and illustrate that the result on a Cartesian plane. Then we can further analysis easy done on the values. For the number 7 is a flow chart, or we call it flow map. Flow chart for me is the best process improvement tools that can be used to analyze a series of events. The map out is illustrate a complex process in order to find any commonalities among the events, and this chart also the most common methods of creating a workflow diagram. So advantage of use this flow map, we can use any field to break down the complex process in a way that is easy to understand. So we can go through the business process one by one and identify areas for improvement. For me, is quality control involve to testing the units and determine if they are within the specifications for the final product. Because if we use the 7 quality control tools, can determine any needs for corrective actions in manufacturing process. As manufacturing student, quality control helps us to meet consumer demands for better product.
Two selected based on the problem found. First, histogram. A histogram is a display of statistical information that's used rectangle to show the frequency of data items in successive numerical interval of equal size. In the most common form of histogram, the independent variable is plotted along the horizontal axis and the dependent variable is plotted along the vertical axis. Di sini kita dapat lihat ia adalah graf di mana ketidakhadiran pelajar di KM semester 1 hingga semester 5. Untuk paksi X adalah kelas dan paksi Y adalah kekerapan. Seperti kita ni. Seperti data ini, kekerapan yang paling tinggi adalah daripada DKM 5B iaitu 10. Yang rendah adalah DKM 2A dan DKM 5A iaitu 1. A check sheet is a structured prepared form of collecting and analysis data. This is a generic data collection and analysis tool that can be adapted for a wide variety of purposes and is considered one of the 7 basic quality tools. Jadi, kita dapat lihat di sini melalui jadual ini, kita dapat lihat kelas, kegundalan dan kekerapan. Kelas daripada DKM 1A hingga DKM 5B. Kekerapan ialah untuk DKM 1A adalah 5, DKM 1B 2, DKM 2A 1, DKM 2B 8, DKM 3A 4, DKM 3B 9, DKM 4B 3, DKM 5A 1, DKM 5B 10 orang. Secara total adalah kekerapan adalah 50. Itu adalah data yang kita dapat daripada ketidakhadiran semester 1 hingga semester 5. Dan kelas-kelas yang kita dapat daripada ketidakhadiran.
The problem faced is the absence of DKM students. There are reasons that often occur as a result of the problem. Therefore, we have made a fishbone diagram of the problem. For environment, the problem is a rainy weather. For the material, transport is broken and did not hear the bell ring. For the method, injured with the cursus and did not have a transport like a motorcycle or car. And the last one is that of family member. And for human, forget the class schedule and wake up late or maybe sick and another.
Number 4 is Pareto chart, where you can see the Pareto chart show the frequency in axis Y and axis S is classes. For the highest value of the classes is DKM 5B, and the line that show is a cumulative percentage, which is it's a main point of Pareto chart. The Pareto chart principle state that for many outcomes, roughly 80% of consequences come from 20% of causes. In other words, small percentage of causes have outside effects. This concept is important to us as manufacturing students taking quality control to understand, because it can be help us identify easily which is intuitive to prioritize, so can make the most impact. And for the line, blue color is a frequency, as I mentioned for SSY, and the orange color is a total percentage. And you can see the cumulative percentage. The highest cumulative percentage is 1%.
In conclusion, we use 3 out of 7 QC tools, which is fishbone diagram, histogram graph, and Pareto analysis to solve the problem. The tools that are selected, evaluated, and selected according from a data, all the data is performed accordingly with correct conclusion and is done as required by the process. Utilizing the 7QC in Six Sigma or quality management process helps in taking a systematic approach to identify and understand the risks, assess the risk, control fluctuation of product quality, and accordingly provide solution to avoid future defect.